I'm already at work. What the am I doing? All right. So we are going to go a different way. So we're going to see, why is it wanting me to go that direction? No, come on, don't do this. No, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. Oh, all right, so trying to get the hell out of this. Oh, great. So I have to deal with one of my people. So, two paramedics in the parking lot. Thank goodness sound is good. Nobody text me, please, because I don't want to have to deal with that and figure something out. So yeah, one of my apparently he conned somebody out of a cake, and now he's going by ambulance to the hospital because he's diabetic and shouldn't be eating cakes. And it looks like I'm going to be taking a long way home. Number one, bad storm. Have some lightning strikes out here. And number two, there's serious accident both directions on 167. So, hello, Munchie Mafia. The weather is absolute shit today. It's presently 53 degrees at not quite 7 p.m. in the great Pacific Northwest. So how is everybody doing? Hi, Ash. Hi, Harvey. Hi, Timmy. I'll be home soon. Hi, Tiger. Who else do I have? Sorry, I can't read. So you're just going to have to forgive me, please. So my day was kind of stupid. I had to take a class this morning. Talked about that on my drive to work, but then, midday it's like I had to take another class. I was like falling asleep, literally falling asleep at my desk while I'm sitting through this class. I'm like, I've already done this. Why I already know this. Why am I doing this? And so the two bosses were in this morning. I brought a small plate of the peanut butter Rice Krispie treats to work for some of the officers, and they the plate had to. Oh, great! So not only is there that, but there's this road work ahead. Right lane closed. Road. I bet you a buck, because this is what they do in this state, is that they put up these freaking road construction things for no reason at all, other than to annoy and piss people off. I think it's because of our uh, lack of taxes. But you know what? It's like, piss off. So, push over. Cisco is supposedly out in the. It says that it's out here, but it's not. Wow. So they're like, oh, it's 9 stops away. Your estimated delivery is now at 3:40, and I'm like, F my life. This is putting me like right on the cusp of when I should be starting to get, the rest of dinner going, dinner service going, and now I got to bring my trustees back in, and I kicked them out again. It's like, really? What the hell? And so I'm like, great. So then I get this call from the front office. Oh, Cisco's here. I'm like, okay. So I open up I throw out the trustees again, and I close my. So they were in the wrong parking lot. They were over by the courthouse, uh, not on the jail side where they were supposed to be. So 20 minutes later, she the driver pops the truck over to the other driveway, and she's like, and I'm standing there outside in the rain. Oh, is this where I'm supposed to be? I'm like, no. You know where you're supposed to be? I'll tell you where you're supposed to be. Up your own ass. So I didn't say that. I wanted to. The things that go through my mind. Oh, Rinconcito. And I'm about to freaking get pissed off at my goddamn internet connection. So I think it's T-Mobile's way of getting more money out of us. Timmy, I think they want us to upgrade to Magenta Max or whatever the hell it's called. I'm resisting it. So, but then again, it's like the weather's really shitty today. So here we are, and this woman is taking the longest time to get everything into my building, and she's taking her sweet time, and she's pissing me off. And she's like, "Oh, well, I guess that's it." I go, "Yeah, thank God, because I can't go back into my kitchen until these two exterior doors are closed. And I got food in the oven, and you're taking your sweet time. Thank you. I hope my stuff's not burnt. Have a great day." And she's like, "Oh, you don't have to be like that." I go, "I'm enough to be one of my kids." And it's like, move a little faster. What's wrong with the sense of urgency? It's like, crying out loud, I don't give a shit. You know how to drive a semi truck, you know? So that was my fun. That was my fun. So finally, it's like, got everything all figured out. In the wrong lane, right? These things lie. These things lie. Anyway, well, at least you get to see the other side of my commute to work, going the other direction. Hey, TRP. Hey, main girl. Hey, oyster. So anyway, lunch and dinner went really well. I had to make Hungarian goulash for dinner or for lunch, and then did something else for dinner. It was like, I don't understand it. It was supposed to be a tamale pie, but when I look at the recipe and stuff like that, I just glance at the recipe, get the pars for all the ingredients, and then just throw my own damn spin on things. Um, so like if I followed those recipes, it's like that would be true punishment right there. And the guys really appreciate the fact that I put a little extra love into the food. Um, they're they're all dying to get into the kitchen, but I've been getting mean mugged all day long today because it's like the A unit gets to come out of their cells or out of their pod whenever needed. And the one kid that got fired, it's like he's been walking past the door really, really, really slowly and just mean mugging the living hell out of me today. I just went about my business. It's like, what's he gonna do? Come into the kitchen and try to shank me? I'd probably have him on the floor crying for his mother before he could even say boo. But yeah, so here we are. Um, just food actually tasted pretty decent today. Like, but I have to make Mexican food tomorrow. It's like that's what it's called. It's Mexican food, and um, it doesn't even have a name. It's like Mexican food. Like, okay, so, but it's basically, and so I'm gonna spiff it up a little bit. I'm gonna do something a little a little spiffy with it. Um, Turkey meatloaf sadness. It's like, this ground turkey that ground turkey that we use is just, I don't know. I just don't like the texture of it. Uh, who wants to work for me tomorrow? It's a double. You know what? I'm so done with working in restaurants, and I'm so done with working doubles. Ash, if you ever get sick and tired of working in a restaurant and you want some sort of work-life balance with benefits and pretty damn good pay, let me know. I will point you in the right direction because the company that I work for is actually an international corporation that doesn't just do jails. They do schools, private schools, uh, healthcare, all sorts of stuff. And so it's slinging whatever. And I mean, this is a pretty cushy job. I can't lie. I can't lie. It's a little on the challenging side because there's a lot more admin side to things, but it's like I'm getting knives. I'm freaking getting knives in my kitchen. I I freaking took my I was freezing my ass off when I got to work, and it's like I took my jacket off. I go, you know what? Okay, so one of my bosses, his name's big boss is named Tim. So Timmy is Timmy, but Tim is my big boss. And I said, you know what, Tim, if I don't get knives, you guys are going to have to buy me all new shirts because my biceps are already making my sleeves too tight because of all the extra movement that I have to do in order to cut things with a bench scraper. It's really taking its toll on my arms. It's like my freaking biceps are freaking huge. They're as big as my calves. Um, and I'm not sure I like that. I don't want to walk around looking like a knuckle dragging Neanderthal. Um, these big old freaking Popeye arms. Just don't want to do it. So, anyway, let me know, Ash. You know where to find me. Um, be more than happy to uh, give you the details and also give you a reference. As it's like 7 o'clock in the evening and I'm headed for home. It's like I work 4 days a week. I get Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, but soon to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. And on my 91st day, full benefits, $50,000 life insurance policy. Don't tell Timmy, or he'll have me shanked. Um, just so he can collect the money and go and put a nice fat down payment on a catamaran, and possibly go find a couple 20-year-olds to go along with him. So don't tell him. Shh. So yeah, it's actually kind of fun. It's challenging. It's different. I mean, yeah, sure, I have to cook a couple meals, um, but it's not a big deal. It's so much easier than my last job, where I was having to cook like 50 gazillion things and had to deal with a whole bunch of different dietary restrictions, like no dairy, no dark green vegetables, no sugar, no salt, mechanical soft, puree, thickened water, thickened liquids. Oh my God. No pork, no gluten, reduced fat. You know, so yeah. Oh, that's cute. Bunch of inflatable bunny rabbit stuff. Um, Giant inflatable bunny rabbits. I didn't know that they had those. So right now we're just down the outskirts. We're over by the game farm in Auburn. Then we're going to be started heading up the hill. Yeah, here's the game farm park, and then we're going to go up the hill onto the backside of Lake Tapps. We might actually get to see a little. You guys might actually get to see a little bit of Lake Tapps this time. Don't really get to see it much on the way to work. Gonna see about getting a dash cam or something like that I can go live stream on, so that I can point it in a different direction. God, the trees are still looking beautiful. Little pink blossoms. Oh, puddle. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, big puddle. Oh, okay, hydroplaning. Okay, we're hydroplaning. Yeah, I guess it's been raining all day. I've been inside. I don't have access to a window. Was able to escape for like a couple 10-minute breaks here and there, but that was about it. Only one of the two times it was actually raining. So, yeah, that's been my day so far. Really tired. And yeah, I found out some interesting things. Still waiting on my corporate credit card, so I can go get my own. This is actually a really pretty drive when it's not raining. It still is a pretty drive, except for when it's like fawn season, when the fawns start to. Some of it's one it's one reason why I hate going this way is that too many dead zones. One reason why I hate going this way is that too many dead zones. Reconnecting. Okay, so we're coming up on the tip of Lake Tapps area. We take a turn here, and it's like just over that berm right there. There's actually a lake. There's some very expensive houses around that lake. Very exclusive neighborhood. It's amazing how people drive around here. It just drives me nuts. Should probably turn on my headlights. So there's this game that I like to play, and it's called Single City, and it's a PvP game. And there was some freaking glitch where people were getting like a lot of rep and a lot of cash, not cash, but cash for in game. And it was a bug because ATA can't seem to fix their bugs. They keep putting more features into the game, and adding more. It's they're basically sticking lipstick on a pig. Um, and so apparently they caught wind of what happened, and they decided that they were going to take all of our money away. But it's not everybody. It was just my crew that all played this game together. Um, so it's like I saw on the Discord that some of the other crew members were complaining that ATA robbed them, and so I went and looked at mine. I'm hardly ever home. Don't get to sit around and play the game all day, you know. And it's like I'm like, what the f, man? They they took all my cash and all my rep and all my tokens for cash and rep, and just about everybody in my crew lost everything. And we're like, well, what about the other crews that were cashing in on this? It's like, did you punish them too? They permanently banned one of my crew members, and it's like, you know, I throw a few bucks here and there into the game, when I have extra money to throw at a game. It's just one of those games that I like to play, right? And so I'm like thinking to myself, you know what? I I think I'm going to give up on this. I've been playing this game for over a year, and I finally got to the point where I'm at 1 billion, and I can now gather, or so-called farm, in level 7 territory, and it's like these mofos just took everything out of my player, and I'm like, this is screwed up. So we're all talking about, yeah, if they don't put it back, if it's a glitch, and they're going to fix it, then why don't we all just leave and just go find another PvP game? And it's like, thinking to myself, let's all go play Ebony. That was one game that I used to love, back before they had a mobile version. But it's just so pissed off. This I had, over the course of the year, over a year, I've put in quite a bit of money into that game. Not as much as a lot of other people, but you know, quite a bit, but not really. Don't tell Timmy. He'll probably be like, "Why are you putting money into a game like that?" Because I don't have an Xbox. I don't have an Xbox. I've got a Wii, but it's not an Xbox. Oh God. Do they even make Wii games anymore? It's been forever since I've actually tried to play a game on that. Part of my problem was we couldn't get audio to work. Okay, so uh, off to my right is the tip of Lake Tapps, and here's Tapps Island. Uh, I used to work here at the country club, Island Lodge. That's what it's called now. Alago owns it. George Phillips. He owns a few other restaurants. He owns Alago and also the Bonnie Lake Tavern. Um, Trying to get a job as a executive chef there. Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He decided that he didn't want to hire me. That's okay. I don't care. Probably wouldn't have liked going back there anyhow. Why it wants me to go this way, but okay. We're gonna go this way. Ding, 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 ding. We're gonna take a left-hand turn now. This area is absolutely stunning when it's a clear day and the sun is out. It's a nice little windy road, but it's got spectacular views of Mount Rainier. Unfortunately, my mountain isn't out. all farmland back here. This is what Buckley and Enumclaw and parts of Bonnie Lake used to be. It's just all be farmland. And it's like, the farmland is all getting torn to shit, and the areas are turning into, you know, crackerjack neighborhoods with the same strip malls, and it's like, where's all the cool stuff, all the fascinating stuff, all the, it's like they're just going away. Cows to my left. All right, now I got to keep in mind that every time I go around this corner, I go too fast. One time, Timmy was in the car, and I almost launched him into the back seat of the car, going around this corner too fast. I honestly thought that we were going to end up in the ditch. He hates that. And then again, I'm a little menacing with the car sometimes. Plus, I don't have very good depth perception. Deer crossing. No deer. We need to, put our focus on, protecting these communities, these farmlands, or, multi-generational farms, and just saying no to HOAs, where people can own a little slice of heaven and have their chickens, and their pigs and cows and, whatnots, and not have to worry about the color of the their curtains that faces outward to the street, or having to worry about, does my garbage can smell too bad, or is my car too old to be parked in my driveway? Where's the uniqueness anymore? These days, it's like, there's 5 or 6 different styles of homes, all on postage stamp parcels, and we're coming up on one of those right now, which looks like they got some more to build. It's like there's one off to my left, one like straight ahead on the other side of this fence. It's like 6 different colors to choose from, but they all have to have the same colored roof. And God dang, this looks like absolute trash out here. Like the clouds are just really ominous looking. Like it could just start dumping rain. I don't know what the weather looks like at home, but it's looking like shit out here. And now we got the little McMansions on the farmland. Oh yeah, we want a slice of heaven, but we want that 7,000 square foot house. That looks like it's straight out of Better Homes and Gardens. Not the quaint, old-fashioned style craftsmen and whatnot, but these crackerjack mansions, mini mansions. But isn't this cool? I mean, look at the picket fences. Let's keep going through here. It just goes on and on and on and on. Windy road. Don't see a car that often. Just love it. I just love this area. I just don't love what it's turning into. Oh yeah, see, now we're coming into that nasty rain. going to start hitting pretty hard here in a moment. See, we don't get tornadoes much out here. Every once in a while, a small one will come down. There was one not that far from here that touched down about five years ago. It tore down. Anyway, Maris Farms. They do a haunted house and pumpkin patch and the corn maze and all that other happy horse shit. It's a pretty cool place. It's right. See the white building there? On my side. It's like, cool. It's just so cool. This weather is just crap. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to keep connection. But yeah, I kept getting these lightning tracker reports. I play Civ lately. Lots and lots of reggae. Although I did throw some Buck Cherry on today. So they're kind of rocking out. It's just, how can you be mad when reggae's playing? You know, it just gets you in the mood. It's just got good vibes, and I just like it. But there comes a time where it's just too much. Another farm. And another one. Yeah, it's actually quite a lot darker out right now because of these heavy rain clouds. And here's Hagen Dairy, the cattle crossing, because they walk them straight across the road. Smells like cow. Actually, I think it's up a little ways. But yeah, every once in a while, I'll be driving through here, and it's like they're just walking their cows across the street to the dairy or out to the pasture across the street. One of these days, I'm half expecting, one of these drag racers to come through, barreling through here at like 90 to 100 miles an hour. There's no stoplights, no stop signs. We haven't seen a stop sign back at Maris Farms. And because, there's a lot of drag racing that happens out here because, I can't see. They would take out a cow, basically kill themselves, in the process. Here's one of those little freaking whatever Hyundais, Honda Civics, whatever, racing your buddy through here in the middle of the night when there's no street lights out here. There's a cow in the middle of the road. Oh, there's a big puddle. I just saw a big rooster tail come up from this car over here. That's the other thing. Is that be in the ditch for days before somebody finds you. Then off to our left is the Green Door. It's one of two pot shops up here. This is one of the better ones. I really like the Green Door. I like it. They have a better selection. God, I got heartburn all of a sudden. Had to, had to sample some cake. There's one baker that got fired. It's like a big crap, and they're like, we don't know what's wrong with this. And I was tasting it. I'm like, how can it be underdone and dry at the same time? I don't understand that. That's quite the achievement to make a cake that is dry but undercooked at the same time. Please, somebody explain that to me. How the hell is that even possible? It's like at my last job, it's like you would bake off some bacon, and how can it be burnt but also raw at the same time? Could not figure that one out. Like, but it's like these people that were coming out and fixing the oven and my hotline basically. They're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong. This is how it's supposed to work. I go, bullshit. You obviously have never cooked in a kitchen before in your life, and it shows. Um, well, this is just how this one works. I go, this isn't how it's supposed to work. This isn't how this works, man. Not how any of this is supposed to work. And you call yourself a hotline specialist? Oh my ass. Really? Why is it that one corner is 50 degrees hotter than the center? I don't know. Yeah, one time 100 degrees hotter in the center. And I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with this. Oh, there's nothing wrong with this. This is how it's supposed to work. I'm like, this is what you told me the last time I called you out. You guys charged us what, $1,600 to fix the stove or this oven, and you're telling me it was supposed to be this way. So, why didn't you say that before? Well, we tried to tell you. Sarcastic asshole. I think Timmy. I think Timmy actually works for that company for a hot second. Not a hot minute, but a hot second. I think that was the one that fired him because he had a broken leg. Um, but it was just nuts. These guys were idiots. So now we're coming into Burnett, which means that I'm probably going to lose y'all. I haven't been able to get online much today because it's been a very busy day. So I don't know if there's dream interpretation waiting for me. So I might have to actually deal with that another time, if there is, because I haven't had a chance to look it over. So I'm probably going to lose you right about